What are the best and worst moments of my career? The best moment of my career was in 2004 when I was competing in the Irish Open. I beat current world number one Nicole David. Beating Nicole was such a great achievement because she is a true professional and by far one of the best women's squash players in the history of the game. Moving on to the worst moment of my career was in 2006, where I was playing in the South Asian Games in Sri Lanka representing Pakistan. I was competing in a match against India when I injured my back and was rushed to hospital, being told I would never compete professionally ever again. Hearing of this devastating news, I felt that this had wrecked my hopes and dreams. I then started the long road ahead of grueling physio. Did I always want to be a squash player? Simply yes. From the very first moment I walked onto the court with my father, I knew this is where I belonged. I had watched my father playing from the balcony many times. His love of the game simply became my dream. Once I started playing, I had no intention to have any other career but to be a professional player. You are known to be more comfortable with a fast-paced match. Do you feel you have not developed your game against slower-paced players as much? I was always known as a hard hitter and renowned for being a hard hitter. I feel that the Pakistanis introduced this game to the whole world, and the Pakistani players are known for hitting the ball hard. I loved playing fast-paced matches because that was my game and I felt comfortable. When I was training, I only was allowed to play with male squash players, which developed my hard hitting, but as I played more matches and played more competitions, I then was taught a slower paced game so I could vary my game from slow to fast. I still do struggle with a slower paced player because it's not my game, but as a player in any sport you try to develop your weaknesses, and that's the whole challenge of sport. You're always trying to better yourself and improve your game. So I hope that answers your question. Have I ever met Jahangir or Jamshir? Yes, I have met both Jahangir and Jamshir. Jahangir being a relative and from the same great Khan squash dynasty. Jamshir I've met numerous times, obviously being from the same province and a friend of the family. Question. Please talk us through your experience of the recent Liberty Bell and Irish Open. So after my retirement, I went to America and I started coaching, and I was missing the competitive world and really wanted to play a couple of tournaments just to see if I still had it in me and I could still compete. So I did actually play a few tournaments. Last year I played the Swiss Open. I was unseeded. Obviously I'd been out, I'd lost my ranking, so I think I was in like the 200s. I had to play qualification. I was the last qualifier. I managed to win the qualification, which was 2 rounds, beating the number 1 qualifier. Then I got into the main round and I beat numerous girls which were ranked in the top 50. I made it to the quarterfinals and I was playing the number 1 seed. I'd played her once before. She's an Italian girl, and she was ranked 30 in the world. I managed to beat her, which got me through to the semi-finals, and I played an up-and-coming French girl, Camille Serme, who is doing very well at the moment. I think she might even be top 20. I lost to her, but in a really close match. So I was really happy and pleased with my result. I'd only actually trained, I think, for a month beforehand, and then I played the Irish Open and I did have a little problem with my back again, so I think I only got to the first round in that tournament. And this year I played in the Liberty Bell, which was a tournament in America. Me being situated in America, I just wanted to play for fun and just enjoy it. I mean, all my squash career I've always competed hard, won my matches, wanted to do the best that I could ever do, but I'd never just played for fun. So for me, this last tournament that I played in was just for fun and just to enjoy the game and just to enjoy being back on the court.